For those of you that haven't heard yet, the midnight premiere of The Dark Knight Rises, a man went into a movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, and he shot around 70 people. He killed 12 or 14 so far. For those of you that don't know, I live half-hour away from Aurora. I live in Colorado. It just so happens I was at the premiere of The Dark Knight Rises at a different theater. I went to my local theater. I happen to be a little bit of a Batman and superhero in general fan. And safe to say that this has caused quite a bit of distress here in Colorado. People aren't happy, especially movie fans aren't happy. I think I speak for a lot of us when I say that it really hurts our feelings and pisses us off that this could happen right in our own backyard. That's something that we were all excited for. And there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to be rambling for a while. But one of the things that I do want to talk about, this is a gun, knife enthusiast channel. I do believe in the Second Amendment, and part of the reason that I believe in the Second Amendment is that I do believe in people. And I'll explain what I mean by that, but it's kind of ironic in a really terrible way that it's kind of what Batman means in the first place, right? And it's kind of what distinguishes him from other superheroes, is that he doesn't really have superpowers. He's just a guy who saw a problem and had resources and applied his resources to the best of his ability to handle a problem. And whenever something like this happens, you're going to have people who cry out, "This is the reason why we need to take away firearms. You know, this is why we need to do this or that, and limit the rights that you have under the Second Amendment, make it harder for people to carry a gun on a day-to-day basis." And I disagree wholeheartedly. I'm aware that the theater that this happened at was an area where you were prohibited by the movie theater to carry a firearm. So a law-abiding citizen would not have taken a firearm into that theater. But had someone had an everyday carry weapon with them in that theater, I think we could be talking about a much different situation right now. And one thing that I think we can agree on, whether or not you support the Second Amendment, is what a firearm does give you is a lot of power. You guys saw me load this here, 7 rounds, jacketed hollow points. That's more than enough power to kill 7 people. It's enough power to stop a vehicle from moving forward. Have 8-round and 10-round magazines, even more power. Then you move up to an AR-15, shotgun, a couple .40 caliber Glocks. All of a sudden you've got a lot of power. And unfortunately that power was used in the worst possible way. And that, you know, it makes me sad. I feel terrible. I didn't know about the shooting until I was already home, well after 3. Chad's actually on vacation, and he texted me and asked if I had heard about it. So yeah, that power was decidedly in the wrong hands. But what I don't think that means is that you need to take power away from everybody else. I think the most important part of any philosophy considering the Second Amendment is that if you make it a crime to own guns, only the criminals have guns. And I think we all know what happens when criminals own guns. I don't think what gets talked about often enough is when a law-abiding citizen does have a gun. Now you're talking about a much different situation, in my mind a much better situation. And in that area I'm kind of stranded between 2 different philosophies, in that I don't mean to get too political or philosophical really, but I'm going to. And that I don't believe at a time like this that the correct thing to do is hate the person that committed the murder. I don't think that fixes anything. However, I think that if you were there and if you had the power to stop him from killing those people, that the responsible thing to do is to stop him. And I didn't really come into this video with a plan. I just wanted to ramble for a while and say it makes me sick. You know, it makes me sick to see somebody use their Second Amendment right to hurt and kill a lot of people. I hate the publicity that that brings to a YouTube community and thousands of people, millions of people around the world who carry firearms with the best intentions in mind, that want to stop things like what happened at the movie theater. I hate that something that should have been a really joyful experience for a lot of people was turned into something that was terrible. And like I said, I don't believe that hating the guy that did this is bringing us any closer to fixing the problem. I think there's a lot of problems in our society, and a lot of people go through their life feeling really unloved, and I absolutely do not think that that excuses anyone's actions, but I do think it's a problem that we need to recognize. So rather than hate the guy that did it, I would think that the best thing that you could do would be to try to spread love to the people that you know that need it, and especially if you know someone who's got a family member or a friend who's injured now, they could probably use your support. So yeah, I just wanted to ramble at you guys for a while and just join everybody in their prayer and their thoughtfulness toward the people that got hurt. That's all I've got for this video. I can't imagine anyone enjoying this video, but hope maybe I said something to give you some thought. I wish stuff like this didn't happen, you know. So that's all for this video. See you guys next time. Hopefully something happier.